asset migration as well as character importing, blah, 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 blah. Now, some things are going to be extremely different. I'm not going to be using the first-person template that we've been doing. The project is called, I think, Jiggy U. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. Instead, I'm going to use my own project for this because we're in a crazy tight deadline, and seeing as how, seeing as how I have these characters anyway, or rather this character, I'm going to just work through it with, yeah, the timing just kind of coincided. So anyway, let's get started. First things first, let's go into Unreal. This is my project. Yes, this is the tank. Yes, it works. Yes, it can fire. Yes, this can fire as well. But I'm not going to be focusing on this vehicle content example. And pay no attention to this. This is actually the green stuff that you see here. That is actually that's actually just nav mesh bounds volume, and that we'll get into another time. Just gonna go into content, and I'm gonna load up apartment with a pool. You guys don't have this, just work relative to what I got going on right now. And it's going to take a while to load because of course it is. This is a big game world. Oh god, this is going to take forever. I might just pause the video and then just wait until this thing loads. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Well, the map finally loaded. It's called Apartment with a Pool. And there it is. Whoa, look at that. Anyway, yeah, this is taking forever to do. This is for the project that we've been working on. So again, this map is going to be way different from yours. Like I said, we're gonna start part one off with importing the character. Now, where do I get Doug? Where do I get the character? Does this mean we get the same characters that you're gonna import? I have to chat it up with my character modeler, AIM. I'm pretty sure he's going to be okay with it. But yeah, this is good for NPC stuff, if you ever want it. So let's start by importing. I'm going to go to AI stuff. Yeah, I'm going to go to AI stuff. I'm going to add a new folder. Just going to right click, new folder. I'm going to call this character model. Model T-pose. And I will also make another new folder, character model animations. Now let's go into not character model animations. Let's go back one. Go into character model T-pose. I'm going to add a new folder, and I'm going to call it hipster. I'm going to double click to open this, and I'm going to import. Where are you? Where are you? Player car and hipster. This is where I have my stuff. So as I said earlier, way back when in the first tutorial, you need to have FBXs or Targos, but we can get to Targos later on. But for what we're doing right now, we just need, I'm just going to use T-pose 2 as well as, yeah, just T-pose 2. Okay, so I'm not going to usually it would ask if you wanted to import animations, and I'd be fine with that, but seeing as how the animations are on is in a separate file, I'm going to leave it as is. So as it stands, I'm not going to give it a skeleton because that can be automatically created because the engine will handle that. So I'm just going to click on import, and that was oh, never mind. Cool, I don't need to do that. As you can see, I have my character modeler T-pose and the hat, etc., etc. This is what happens when you actually create something, in this case Maya, because my character modeler bounds these textures to the character model itself. So I'm not even going to bother like moving these to the textures folder into the materials folder, because no. What the engine does by itself, it automatically gives you a skeleton and a physics asset tool. And we'll get to the physics asset tool later on down the line. So we're done with character model T-pose. I'm going to go back into AI stuff, and I'm going to go to character model animations. And you guessed it, I'm going to import the animations. So hipster run, hipster walk, and that is it. Open those. And now, It's asking now. This is what happens when you're importing an animation, because this time it's actually wanting a skeleton, and you need to actually add in a skeleton. So, what skeleton are we gonna do, Doug? Well, you guessed it. It's gonna be hipster T pose two underscore two underscore skeleton. So I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna import all, and we have our walk animation, our run animation, sorry, and our walk animation. And that's all we need for this bit. What else do we need, Doug? Okay, so now we are going to import in another set of animations. We need to not another set of animations. We have to migrate assets. So let's get started by doing that. Now I'm just gonna open up another UE4 editor because I don't want to log in through Epic Games, etc. And I just had this open, so I was just yeah. I am going into you know what? Let's do I'll just do a new project. The hell, what the deuce? Where are you, third person? Third person. Fine. My project 9. I don't care. So we're gonna drop my microphone. We're gonna migrate this ass. We're gonna migrate the third person character. To do that, I'm just gonna click on this guy, hit Control B as in Billy Bob, and it'll automatically take us to the third person character. So we right click on third person character, we go to Asset Actions, and then we click on Migrate. This dialog box will open. It's basically going to say what assets are going to be migrated. Now you click OK. Now you want to bind this thing to it. You want to basically you're telling it where to go. So I'm gonna go into Doug and Medhen because that's where the Unreal projects are. Well, technically it's my documents. I'll just show you what I mean. We're going into my documents. Where are you, my documents? There you are. And then Unreal projects and the project that you want it in. So in my case, I would usually put it in Crazy Driver and then Content. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to click OK. I'm just not going to do that. I mean, I already migrated this. So I'm just going to click on Cancel. But you guys click OK, and then it'll say successfully migrated. And now that is done, I am also going to migrate the vehicle. Why not? Yeah, let's do that as well. Because I was just going to say, you guys can migrate the vehicle back in the back end, but I might as well just do it. So let's do bind my project 7. It's basically going to be the same thing. I'm just going to right click, asset actions, etc., etc. So let's get started with finding the player car. Alright, fine. You don't want me to find the player car? I'll find the player car myself. Blueprints. There you are, vehicle blueprint. Right click, asset actions, migrate, OK, and then navigate to where it is that you want to navigate to. In my case, it would be Crazy Driver and Content. So I'm just going to click cancel. You guys click OK, and that'll be the end of that for the time being. Come the next part, we're actually going to start getting into the meat and potatoes of it all when we actually start setting up blend spaces, etc. So migrate what you want to migrate.